There's some parts of Detroit that's not doing well, but a lot of these major cities where the FBA people live, they're hellholes. And I know you're saying it's the white supremacists.
No, they're not. No, they're not. We don't live in hellholes. What are you talking about? What hellhole cities do we live in that's populated by us?
Sir, I went to Liberty City, I think it was last year, and that
Miami?
was the filthiest place I have ever seen in my life.
Miami?
Yes, sir.
In Tether Central? Okay, okay,
No,
yeah.
no, that no,
No,
those no, that's no, it's not Tether Central.
no,
Those
that's
are
Luke. Ain't Luther Campbell from there?
he might be those no, most of the people that live in
Come on.
Liberty City, Miami, those are black
No,
people
no,
from
sir,
Georgia.
sir.
No,
It's
those
full
are
of immigrants now.
no, they're mostly black
And
people from Georgia. I,
no,
I'm from.
no,
I live down there. I know.
no, most of them are immigrants down there, sir.
Sir, how are you gonna tell
Those
me?
are
I live there.
the Haitians and Jamaicans down there. That's a bad example.
Sir, no, but they have their own places in that city where they live. Like Haitians, they're from Little Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaicans are like from Miramar, which is not too far from the heart of Miami. But no, Liberty City, that is Black Americans.
No,
Okay,
it's not,
and that,
sir. No, it's
sir, I used to live in Liberty City. I had family in Liberty City.
oh,
How you gonna tell me?
sir, you're not going to put that one off. Liberty City and my is full of tethers now. It's full of non-FBA
All
people.
right, now.
Liberties, yeah. So yeah, that's that Caribbean culture, sir. What part of the Caribbean are you from, by the way?
Jamaica.
Jamaica. There you go. You really don't want to talk about hellholes. Are you serious, brother? You
No, I
you really want
look.
to talk about hellholes?
I'm not. This isn't about. I'm not. I know. I understand. Jamaica has its issues or whatever. That
Ain't
I'm.
an issue. It's a culture, sir. I've been to Kingston. All right. I've been all over Jamaica, sir. You're really got a lot of nerve to call up talking about
But
FBAs living a hellhole. We don't live in hellholes, sir. None of our places are hellholes. We don't live raggedy like that. We don't live in shanty towns, sir. Go ahead, talk to me.
I was calling in talking about Detroit and some of these black neighborhoods that are impoverished. That they
What black
are,
are in poverty?
okay. What is Southside Chicago? Is that not? They not?
It's
Doesn't it
not.
look like a hell?
It's not impoverished, sir. Southside
What
Chicago looks very nice.
what about North Philly?
North Philly looks nice. We don't live
Everybody. Oh my
in
goodness. Are
all
you
of the
what?
third. We don't live in slums. Foundational Black Americans, we've never lived in slums, sir.
So there's no black slums in America.
Not with foundational Black Americans living in it, not in large numbers, not in large numbers. You might find a few little dilapidated places in some southern small towns. Generally, foundational Black Americans, we never lived in slums. We're not slummish people. We've never lived like that. And when we can go to Detroit, because that whole narrative of Detroit is a hellhole, it's not a hellhole. Detroit has not been destroyed. You have abandoned factories out there in Detroit. You have some abandoned homes scattered here and there that don't nobody live in. But to say it's a hellhole or it's destroyed, that's just emphatically not true. Even in Baltimore, people like to go to some of those abandoned houses and say, oh, look at the devastation here. Nobody lives there, though. Yeah, you can find abandoned neighborhoods where we don't actually live, but we don't live in filth, sir. So we just got to clean that narrative up. But go ahead.
So what is it in Houston? What is it? Is it the what fifth ward or ninth ward or whatever one of those wards over there? So they're doing good in Houston too. Or what about Compton? These places they're doing great.
Yes, Compton is beautiful.
Oh my Lord.
I lived in Compton. What dilapidated areas in Compton? Compton looks beautiful. Yeah, you might get shot if you turn the wrong corner, if you don't know nobody, if you do something you're supposed to do, but aesthetically, it's a beautiful city. Houston is a beautiful city. What are you talking about, sir?
Okay. Okay, and you said that
Y'all Caribbeans, y'all come over and y'all try to project these fantasies on our cities. We don't live like that, sir. Y'all try to project these shantytown fantasies onto us. We don't, ain't nobody living like that in Houston. I just left Houston. That city is beautiful, clean, immaculate city. I don't know what slums you're talking about, sir.
So if you guys are doing so great, then what is the complaint about white supremacists leaving,
Oh,
taking all the resources out of with white
because
flight and taking resources? Well, if you're doing so great, then what's the complaint about white supremacists leaving with all the resources? I don't understand.
expectations are not low, sir, like yours. See, you
What
guys, if
what?
you're happy because you got running water and you just gonna shut the hell up forever. We don't have the bar that low. We need more tangibles. We could be doing even more better if they weren't sabotaging us. We have to keep rebuilding and starting over again. So they need to give us the resources that they have denied us, that they have sabotaged us for. So yeah, our expectations are high. So that's why we complain, because we ain't happy because we got a running damn toilet. All right. So our expectations are different than yours. I know that you're happy that you're over here, you get to eat regularly, and you're like, oh, everybody needs to stop rocking the boat. And that's kind of why we delineate, because we don't need people who are just grateful that they're not eating dirt cookies coming over going on because you think it's going to mess up what you got going on. You think you're going to have to go back to the damn dirt cookies. So that's the problem, and that's why the delineation is so heavy, sir. Go ahead.
No, okay. Well, you know what? I'll just say, okay. Well, I really thought that there were a lot of black. Well, I'm not saying. I look. I get it. Like I look. I know you have a lot of black people in this country who are living middle class. I think majority of black males in this country live middle class. I'm just saying, I thought, and a lot of people are under the impression is a lot of black ghettos so a significant amount of black ghettos in this country. But I
Where,
guess you're saying it doesn't exist. So
where's the ghetto?
the places that I mentioned. I mean, you could go on YouTube and you can kind of see people walking through North Philly, Baltimore. And the reason I'm even bringing it up was because if
There's
you're
only
saying that,
4.1 million Jamaicans on Earth. New York and Florida, that's all you live in. That's it.
okay, that's fine, but the original point I was going to make was you're saying these places don't exist. I thought they existed, and my thing was going to be, okay, you're saying the white supremacists left them deprivated and took all the resources. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but that doesn't mean you have to leave trash and graffiti all over the place. That was going to be my point I was going to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's
Kingston,
something.
Jamaica makes North Philly look like Beverly Hills. Shut the up.
I'm not,
You
I'm not,
beef patty.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, brother. That's the thing. Yeah,
I'm not.
graffiti here and there, but I mean, damn, brother, you from Jamaica. You really got to get Jamaica together before you can come wag that finger here. Yeah.
But we don't live in the wealthiest country
Yep.
on the planet. We
Yep.
don't have the things that you have. You see, then this is the part you don't acknowledge. None of you acknowledge this. You don't acknowledge how you're undergirded with an infrastructure that most black people in this around this world do not have. Do you deny that?
Yeah, because we stand on business, sir. We stand on business and we fight for what we have. This wasn't just given to us. We have to stand on business and fight for this stuff. Over in Jamaica, I don't want to hear about what y'all don't have, because when I go to them damn resorts, we're living it up over there. There's food all over the place. There's luxury hotels. The white people go over there and they're living lovely. The tourists go over there and they're living lovely. And right outside the walls, everything is dilapidated. So the resources are there. The natives are just not given access to it, and y'all ain't fighting for it. We fight for access to the resources that we help generate. And that's the difference, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, and so okay, so what a lot of African governments, even some Caribbean governments, they have corrupt governments. What would be your response to that?
What's more corrupt than the damn U.S. government? Our government is corrupt to the damn core. This is not a democracy over here. This put the U.S. government puts the C in corruption. They're so damn corrupt, it's ridiculous. They've done all types of corrupt things to us, and we still stood on business. These people deny us our rights and harm us and justify harming us all the time, but we still stand on business. I don't want to hear about no damn corrupt government. We live in a corrupt government, and we still don't let these people put us in no damn shanty towns. You guys are the majority over there. When I see Asians and East Indians coming over there running businesses and doing well, there's nothing stopping you from saying, hey, we're going to get some of them damn resources too. So y'all don't have to live in shanty towns and shacks and live in dilapidation over there. And you definitely don't get to come over here after we paved the way for you and then run your mouth and wag your finger talking about,
Oh, no, 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 no.
oh, what? No,
Come on.
what? No, 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 what? What did I say wrong?
You saying that you fought for you saying okay, you say you fought for blacks to come over to
Yes,
America? Is that what you're saying?
yes, yes. We paved the way for
What
you.
was that the intent? Was that the intent?
Yes, it was because we thought y'all
Where? What's the
come over
proof
here.
that that was the intent?
That was the intent because we thought
I,
y'all were going to come over here and be reinforcement for us. In fact, let's go all the way back to Garvey. Garvey didn't get a goddamn thing popping in Jamaica or the Caribbean. We welcomed Garvey over here. In fact, we fought to help get Garvey over here because they didn't want Caribbeans over here in the early 1900s because when they were building the Panama Canal, they were finished with it. They wanted to come here. They put some policies together so that black people could not immigrate here. It was the black people on the grassroots in Tuskegee that was fighting to help Caribbeans and other people come over here, the people around Booker T. Washington, folks like that. That's why Garvey was able to come over here, and we were the ones who elevated him. So we always been on this vibe of this global Black and Caribbean and African unity. And in the 60s, we were fighting for civil rights and equal rights, including equal rights with immigration. So we were definitely proactively fighting to help get y'all over here, sir. Y'all better
but
learn history.
look, no, no. I'm not saying that what Black Americans did here did not pave the way for Black immigrants and every other immigrant. I acknowledge that. I'm just saying. I'm saying, was that really the intent? Was that the intent of of across this country during the 50s and 60s of Black leaders? Was that their intent, or was
Yeah,
that just like kind of accidental?
that wasn't accidental. We were fighting for civil rights here, and we said, hey, we're going to make sure that things are equal. Like we weren't doing like what the Mexicans were doing. They were talking about they try to circle the block and talk about how they were fighting for civil rights. No, they were fighting for the right to be white, so that damn everybody else. You can discriminate against them, but just let us be white. We said no. We want all of those discriminatory laws and policies completely wiped off the books. We want people to be able to drink and eat and live anywhere. All of the immigrants, because they had these policies where they limited African and Caribbean immigrants, we said, no, take those policies off. Let those brothers and sisters come over here. Everything has to be equal. So we were proactively doing this stuff. That's why people like Malcolm and others were going overseas, reaching out to all of these African lands and Caribbean lands. Dr. King and the Black churches over here, we were opening up our homes and scraping up our money at the churches to bring y'all here. You understand that? Y'all didn't really have no money like that. How you think you got here? It was black churches.
I'm sorry. I've never heard these stories. I mean, I don't. If I mean, this is what you're telling me. But I'm just saying, it's my first time hearing about Black leaders really going hard in the paint to get Black immigrants over here. I mean, this is
Yeah,
my first time hearing this.
we're doing that. Barack Obama's dad and them Kenyans. That was the black church bringing them over here in the 1950s and 60s so that they can be educated. Where the hell do y'all think y'all was staying out here? We were living in segregation. Y'all couldn't stay in white neighborhoods. There were no Caribbean neighborhoods. Where the hell y'all think y'all was staying? Y'all was staying with us. We had to scrape the money for y'all to come over here and live. Where you think you was staying?
But wait a second. But hold on. Were there not Black immigrants who came here in the 60s who were basically given white privileges? Like they could kind of go into like white spaces, isn't that right?
Who are you talking about?
I'm saying Black immigrants, like, right? Could didn't they basically get like white privilege to a certain extent?
How so?
I mean, like for example, the I forget the UN president. He was the African guy. He died, but when he told the story when he came here, he said, "Oh, he went into like he tried to go into a white barber shop to get his hair cut, and they said, "Oh, we don't serve N words here." And he said, "I'm not an N word." He said, "I'm African." And then they were like, "Oh, okay, well, come on in."
Yeah,
And then Muhammad Ali said he saw when he was young. He said he saw Africans like going to white restaurants when he couldn't go into the white restaurants.
yeah, there were some anecdotal situations where the white supremacists understood that you guys weren't us, so you were non-threatening. They understood, okay, yeah, you can come in this restaurant. You can't live here now. But yeah, we'll serve you here and there because we know you're not like those foundational Black Americans, and those guys get a little rowdy. There were certain anecdotal situations like that, but generally, you definitely couldn't live around those folks. You couldn't live in those white areas. They didn't give a damn where you were from, and y'all were not over here in significant numbers like that. So you were around us. Y'all had to come around us in Black spaces. In fact, and I always talk about how foundational Black Americans were the ones lining up in the 1940s to help Ethiopia fight Italy. We were volunteering in large numbers all over this country to help get Italy off their backs. So we were proactively stepping up, trying to help Black and African and Caribbean people in different movements. The Stokely Carmichaels, who was a writer, he was from the Caribbean. That's our brother. We elevated him, and we thought that y'all would come over there and have that Stokely Carmichael energy. But when we started helping to bring folks over here, we found out they had that Candace Owens energy. So things got a little testy. But yeah, this whole thing wagging your finger to us, that's a very interesting dynamic, sir.
Well, you know what? That's very interesting. I really thought there were. I thought Detroit and Baltimore and North Philly and all these places were doing pretty bad. That's very interesting. Maybe I'll look
Have
it
you
up sometime.
been,
But I'll land my plane there. What's that?
okay, have you been to these cities?
I've been to Houston. I have been to most of, I've been to Chicago.
What
I've
slum
been
did
to
you
some.
stay
I've been to like some housing projects in the Northeast.
in? Yeah. What slum did you go to in Houston?
Um, I don't think I think I stayed like near the downtown area back in 2010. Most of the stuff that I'm talking about, like this is stuff I've seen pictures on the internet, heard people talk about it. I've seen YouTube videos of people walking through ghettos. I'm like, this place looks horrible. Like I said, I got family that live down in Liberty City, and I went down there about maybe a year or two ago, and that was the filthiest place I had ever seen. It's crazy.
Those are your fellow Caribbeans. Yeah. So where you're
No, I disagree with that. I don't
where,
know. I don't
oh,
no
that's
no
two
not Liberty
people.
City. No, you Coconut Grove. Yeah, those are like Bahamian descendants. You could say like those like they're like Caribbean descent, but Liberty City not from what I remember,
Yeah,
what I know.
those are your fellow people. Let me get some more people. Stay on the phone. Let me get some more folks in here. The Negro Black Knight Heritage. What's up, brother? The Negro Black.
And even if that was the case, you can point to the Democrat policies that harmed our community through environmental racism and other things that they have done. So the nerve that this individual will
No,
point and say that the government has interfered in our behalf, but he won't. They don't want to acknowledge that, but they want us to acknowledge the reason why they fled their country because the
no,
government was
no.
screwing them over. So the hypocrisy coming from this guy is
Oh,
insane.
okay. Okay. Wait, I'm not like I fully acknowledge policies in this country. I know about the GI Bill. I know about the New Deal and how black people got screwed out of it. I know about the freeways being run through black neighborhoods, ruining Overtown, ruining a lot of neighborhoods. I know about Tulsa, Oklahoma. I get it. The
No, no, no.
original
But you don't
reason.
get about them not picking up our trash. You don't get the point where they were polluting our waters and everything else of that nature as well. But you want us to cry. You're gonna cry to us about your government and why you're fleeing over here because you don't want to take care of business. The
Sir,
nerve of you.
don't. It's
See,
not
I can't
fling,
wait for
sir. It's
Trump
not
to get
fling.
you. I can't wait
It,
until Trump start
I,
moving the trash out of this nation because
no,
you guys are
sir,
scum buckets and bottom feeders. That's what you
sir,
are.
sir,
That's
no,
what
no,
you
no,
are.
no, 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 no one's a bottom feeder. This stuff
Yeah,
that you're
yeah, you
talking
are.
about,
Yeah, you are. You're a bottom feeder of the lowest kind. And I
sir.
can't wait till your tethers are burned out of the community because all you are is complaining. You have the nerve to say that we're
Sir,
complaining
who
in our
complains
nation,
more than
but you're
you? Who
complaining in
complains
our
more than
nation. You
you?
flee over here. You flee over here to complain
No,
to
it's
us
not
about your
fleeing.
issues.
You don't
Yeah, you
even
are. You're
know.
fleeing. Did you
You don't,
leave? Did your people leave their nation? Yes,
sir.
they did. So
Do
they're
you know? Do
fleeing.
you know?
They're
Do you know how my
fleeing.
parents got here? Do you know how my parents got
Oh,
here?
oh, they ran from something. They ran from something.
Sir, my
Yeah, I
parents
know they
are,
didn't fight no military. I know they
my
didn't fight no military.
my parents. Sir, I am former military. My parents
Oh,
are,
what army? What army? Our army
sir,
or your country of origin army? What army?
sir, does it matter?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it does matter. Oh yeah, it does matter
Why
because
would it
we know
matter?
that you're a turncoat. That's what you are.
Sir, my parents came over here as working professionals
Oh,
on
oh, there we go, the working professional. So you took a
on
black American person job and you
sir,
complaining to us,
sir, my
man. This is why
yeah,
you need to
sir,
get deported.
sir,
This
sir,
is why we need to have English
sir,
as
get
a
the
first language.
sir,
English as a
stop
first language
running your
to
mouth,
start muting y'all
sir, stop,
propaganda. That's
sir,
what we need to
stop,
be doing. That you don't operate in this country
sir.
smoothly
No one
because you
is
guys have been
talking,
smooth sailing up in this nation.
sir.
And then it's this is bottom feeder behavior.
Sir, no one is taking your jobs, okay?
Yeah, yeah, you are.
The profession that I work in now and the profession that my parents worked in, there is hardly any blacks in that profession. So no one is taking your job. You are more than free to work in these professions if you
What
want
profession
to.
do you work in, sir?
I work in software development.
There's a lot
Okay?
of people in software.
No, there's not. No, there's not.
Yeah.
I can work on a project and I'm the only black person there.
Welsing,
Okay?
let's get Welsing in here. Welsing Chairman.
Yes, hi everybody. What part of Jamaica does your people come from? And don't
Kingston.
tell me what part of Kingston.
That's all I'm saying. I don't want to
Okay,
go. I don't
right.
want to go more
You
into it.
probably come. Do you come from Tivoli Gardens or Denhamtown?
What does it matter?
No, it matters because you need to go back to that island and fix it. You have hardly have any water access. You have electric rolling blackouts. You can't go back to your country. You know good and damn well because by the time you get off that plane at Norman Manley Airport, you've got Jamaicans there that will come and kill you. You know that. They've got every grill around every window, every gate that have to be locking up. You've got corrugated rooftops.
Okay,
You
okay.
can't put your money in any banks because you know the people behind those desks will take your money. You guys come from mucka. You don't come from shit. Jamaica used to be a nice place to be, but it's not anymore. They have the highest rate of incest in that country, the highest rate of baby mamas in that country, the highest rate of AIDS. You're one of the most corrupt islands of all the Caribbeans, and the Asians and the Indians have taken over. Jamaica has sold Air Jamaican Airlines. It has sold the bauxite industry. It sold its ports. It's got nothing. It owes nothing anymore. And and black people like you have your ass on top of your goddamn shoulders and you think that you're bringing something unique here to the United States. You are not bringing anything. You're nothing but a goddamn number. Okay, you're the kind of Jamaican that maybe 50, 60 years ago, maybe you had a little coloring and you were, of high society, and you come to this country, you know you are nothing but a number. And at the end of the day, it is true. If Black American people's blood wasn't soaked on this soil, you would not be able to come here. You're like
Okay,
that woman,
okay,
Winsome Sears. You're like that woman, Winsome Sears, who's the
okay.
lieutenant governor of Virginia, who, with her nappy hair, got up on the
Oh,
stage
nice. Calling a
when
black woman
she kept,
nappy hair.
yes, with her
How
nappy ass,
elegant. How
monkey
elegant of
ass
you.
hair,
How
when
elegant
she
of you.
got up on the stage when she was elected a lieutenant governor and had the nerve to tell Black American people they need to get over slavery, and then ran her monkey Tivoli Garden ass over to the Holocaust Museum for the Jews. You are a performance monkey. And
Oh, there you go. Go ahead, D Brown. Go ahead,
You
respond.
know, she's telling me about how dangerous Jamaica is.
Hmm.
Man, I'm looking at the top 10 most dangerous cities in America. Memphis, St. Louis, Detroit, Baltimore,
Can't
New
hold a candle to
Orleans.
Kingston. Kingston tops all of them, sir. Let's get
No,
concerned,
no,
black citizens.
no. Sir, okay, even if it, sir, like you can find these cities that some of that I just mentioned, like in the top 20 most dangerous cities in the world.
No, it's not. Not no, it ain't.
Okay, all right. Go look it
Concerned,
up.
concerned. Hop in, sir.
Hey, what's up, brother Flex, man? Hey, one
My
thing I
my
gotta act. Hold on,
what's up?
mute up, home team. You said you was in Liberty City, correct?
That is correct.
And you said you seen a bunch of Black Americans there.
Seen, of course, that's a neighborhood with Black Americans. I mean,
Okay, you live in
that's
Liberty. You live in Liberty City.
I lived there a long time ago. It's very dangerous. Would never live there again.
Okay, so it's no Haitians in Liberty City at all.
Noah, Noah.
That's a damn.
Okay, exactly. Hey, so where's Little Haiti? Name the street.
Where where's Little Haiti? Little
What
Haiti is
starts on?
I think like 54th Street or something like that.
Okay, where's Liberty City?
Is like 60. I think it starts on somewhere 62nd
Incorrect.
Street. 60,
Incorrect.
no, it is
Incorrect,
62nd Street between
bro.
7th Avenue and 22nd Avenue,
Bro,
Northwest,
okay.
Northwest. Yeah.
Okay, bro. Let me educate you real quick.
No, you're not educating me on
Okay,
anything. I
okay,
just
cool.
told you what it was.
Are you in Miami now?
No,
Exactly. So I'm in Miami now. So you trying to tell me where I'm sitting at? I don't know where I'm at. So let me explain this to you. Little
what
Haiti is
isn't it is Pork and Bean?
excuse
Isn't Pork and Bean Projects in Liberty City?
yes, sir. Can I
Okay,
finish? Because
there you go. Yeah,
okay,
go ahead. Exactly.
exactly. Little Haiti is on 46th Street. Little Haiti starts on 46th Street, and Little Haiti actually goes within Liberty City all the way to the 70s. And then
No, it
North, and
doesn't.
then hold on, excuse me,
Oh
sir.
my God.
And then North Miami starts in the hundreds, and then you got Miami Shores starting in the 80s. You could anybody here can Google this. Liberty City is filled with Haitians. That's why they always on the first 48. The first 48 always show Haitians in Liberty City because that's what Haitians are. They're in Liberty City. So we've been gentrified out of Liberty City, home team. It ain't no porky bean projects. They done already broke that down. So I could see you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because the
Yeah,
porky bean project is not
yeah.
even they're not even there anymore. They done been reconstructed. And they've been reconstructed because Haitians live there in our land.
Thank you, brother.
Oh,
Man,
oh, oh,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not even from there. I knew this. I've been down there. I've been over to Little Haiti when we were down there promoting.
Some Jamaican dude really joined in trying to call Black American cities dangerous and ghetto. Talk about projecting. They're the most violent country in the Caribbean. Look at these stats. And Detroit look a lot better than this Call of Duty map looking city. All that cake soap got them lying. But yeah, I'm not gonna say too much because I know YouTube be tripping. But anyway, that's all I really got to say about this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment down below. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm the most active on. And also send me some videos y'all want me to talk about to my email on the screen.